Retros forever! Hello my dear viewers! Today, as suggested by one of my viewers, LT Human, we will do an unedited episode of War of the Roses. Just pure gameplay, a bit of commentaries, hopefully it will be fun. To make things more historically accurate, we will assume that my team of players is actually a Lancastrian army led by Richard of Warwick, sent as a reinforcement to Robin of Riddesdale and his rebels to help him defeat William of Pembroke in this epic campaign in the Battle of Edgecote Moor. It's raining. We crossed the river and my boots are wet. The only thing that will help me to forget about all this is a good fight. As I spill the first blood, I start feeling better. As you can see, I am playing as a squad leader, thus I need to avoid combat if possible to allow my teammates to spawn. Healing your teammates is everyone's responsibility. Team that plays together wins. Everything goes smooth so far, but don't get deceived, this is War of the Roses. Things can change dramatically any time. The future of this fight looks brighter when I see how bloodthirsty my teammates are. In case you were wondering, it's a Royal Crimson two-hander I am welding. An extremely long, broad-bladed two-hander which confers powerful cutting strikes. The diamond-sectioned blade still gives enough stiffness to make it possible to use the point as well. The long grip allows two hands to be widely spaced on the grip, allowing the user to make strong cuts with control and accuracy, despite the size. I am using Imperial Fighting Style, Toledo Steel and Convex Edge Grind for the highest damage configuration possible. I also use light armor to compensate for the slow speed of the weapon. Ah, damn you. Ah, that's bad. I'm heavily wounded and need another sword. And it seems we've lost the flag as well. That's not good. I need to stay and make them fight me. This way. And we will not have reinforcements for some time. If you will ever be in a situation like this, always watch out for the enemy rangers. In particular case, they're the most dangerous opponents. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Because another enemy with two-handed sword appeared, I had to recover my main weapon first to be able to continue the fight. Oh, come on, give me a break. No way! It seems enemy has a really fast-running fighter. And considering the fact he is an archer, we have some serious troubles. How the hell he would run so fast anyway? Even my dogs are slower, and you know, my greyhounds are very fast. Great, now I have a bolt in my arm. You're a dead man. I think there was another one on the balcony. Great shot, James. A mug of beer on me, if we will be able to survive it till the tavern. In particular scenario, when you are capturing the flag, it is important to not only defeat the incoming enemy forces, but to do it quickly as well. I'd never suggest to rush in a fight, but if I would, this would be the case. Even if one enemy fighter is standing in the capture area, you will not be able to get the flag. After I was sure that my allies will stay on the flag and protect it, and by this I mean there were enemies for them to fight, thus they would not run away in the search of adventure, I've made an attempt to capture the last flag. Ah!
not another arm as well. And here I thought it would be easy.
Arrived ally is standing in the way of my hits. It seems he is not aware of what he is doing. Looks like this is the end for us.
Ah, Yorkist dogs! You think you've got me? If you want my life, you will have to try harder.
The good news is that I've managed to neutralize the last flag. At this point, enemies will not be able to catch me because of the runner perk. Unless, of course, I make a mistake, or enemy's arrow will find its way to my knee. I've also managed to give spawn to 2 allies, just the right amount for the 2 enemies pursuing me. It's time to recover and review our progress. I think I saw enemies crawling around the central flag. At the bottom left corner of the screen you can see the blinking orange letter C, which means that my teammates are trying to neutralize the last flag, and they managed to do it! As the orange color turns into white, the victory is getting closer. As I see defeated allies in a flag capture zone, I understand that I need to wait a bit more before entering the fight to give spawn to my teammates. It is also a great idea to help your teammates around the flag to defeat their enemies faster. It's not a duel game or a team deathmatch server, thus it will help them to focus on mission objectives and capture the flags.
I've just decapitated a poor man. Maybe he had a family. At least he still got a shoulder to cry on.
Once again, playing as a squad leader, it's important to stay out of combat if possible. This will give the ability for your squad members to spawn.
Ah, another scar for me. Here, I return the favor.
Something bad just happened. We've just lost the central flag. It's really important to get there as soon as possible. I just hope it's not too late.
Ah, Sire Thomas, you are already here. I see. What are we doing? Protecting the cemetery. You know, this reminds me of a joke. A small story. It's called One for You, One for Me. On the outskirts of town, there was a big old pecan tree by the cemetery fence. One day 2 boys filled up a bucket full of nuts and sat down by the tree, out of sight, and began dividing the nuts. One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me, said one boy. Several were dropped and rolled down toward the fence. Another boy came riding along the road on his horse. As he passed, he thought he heard voices from inside the cemetery. He slowed down to investigate. Sure enough, he heard, one for you, one for me. One for you, one for me. He just knew what it was. Oh my, he shuddered. It's Satan and Saint Peter dividing the souls at the cemetery. He jumped back on his horse and rode off. Just around the bend, he met an old man with a cane, hobbling around. Come here, quick, said the boy. You won't believe what I heard. Satan and Saint Peter are down the cemetery, dividing up the souls. The man said, beat it, kid. Can't you see it's hard for me to walk? When the boy insisted, though, the man hobbled to the cemetery. Standing by the fence, they heard, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. The old man whispered, boy, you've been telling the truth. Let's see if we can see the devil himself. Shaking with fear, they peered through the fence, yet still were unable to see anything. The old man and the boy gripped the roof iron bars of the fence tighter and tighter as they tried to get a glimpse of Satan. At last, they heard, one for you, one for me, and one last one for you. That's all. Now, let's get those nuts by the fence, and we'll be done.
So far, so good. It seems that our forces were pushed back to the central flag area. It looks like enemy is preparing for the final assault of the central flag. I must recover my sidearm. I'll need it. Bandaging yourself also helps to get out of the combat state faster to hasten the spawn of your squad members.
Oh, look. Isn't that weapon you are carrying too big for a boy?
We were able to repel the first attack. There will be more.
Hey, what are you doing? Watch out. You know, I have a strange feeling that today everyone wants to put a bullet in my head. You're just filth. You should have stayed in the wood and continued chopping trees down with attacks of yours. Get him, lads.
Actually, I could have killed that horseman just now, thinking too much.
I'm just perfect. And now an arrow. Earl of Devon should have taken all the archers with him. Probably son of state. It was their undoing. As written by William Shakespeare. Cowards die many times before their death. We will make sure this is the last one for you.
Oh, at this point the central flag is neutral, which means that no team is getting closer to the victory until the flag will finally be captured. Oh, that hit just now was very bad. Is this the end? Oh, another hit for a block like that and I'll be closer to God than ever.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Knights, men-at-arms, rebels, it doesn't matter who you are. Today, we all stand under the banner of Red Rose. Honor, valor, justice, righteousness and pride are crimson petals of that rose we hold dear. We are thorns that will not allow dirty Yorkist hands to touch the scarlet symbol of our glory. And when the colors of our banner fades, we stain it with the blood of our enemies!
After we manage to capture the central flag back, it's clear that the victory is ours. The real glory is being knocked to your knees and then coming back. That's the real glory, that's the essence of it. I hope you enjoyed this special episode of War of the Roses gameplay and oh, I'm actually second, let's see. Oh, Glodlink, you're an executioner. 9 executions. This guy was finishing off enemies like mad. Both teams were playing well. I think it was a good game. Please, leave a like if you enjoyed the episode.
1 like, 1 sin being repent.
We'll meet again in the future episodes of War of the Roses. Till the next time, brave warriors.